guys. I hope hopefully by the end of this presentation or in a couple of weeks it will seem basic. So let's get started with, I guess you could say, some problems. Well, let's start with an old classic. 1 plus 1. And I think you already know how to do this, but I'll show you a way of doing it in case you don't have this memorized or you haven't already mastered this. And so if I had one, let's call that a avocado. If I have one avocado, and then you're going to give me another avocado. How many avocados do I now have? Well, let's see, I have 2 avocados. So 1 plus 1 is equal to... Now, I know what you're thinking. That was too easy. So let me give you something a little bit more difficult. I like the avocados. I might stick with that theme. What is 3 plus 4? This is, I think, a more difficult problem. Well, let's go with the avocados. And in case you don't know what an avocado is, it's actually a very delicious fruit. It's actually the fattiest of all the fruits. You probably didn't even think it was a fruit even if you ate one. So, let's say I have 4 avocados. 1, 2, 3. Right, 1, 2, 3. And let's say you would give me 4 more avocados. Let me put this 4 in yellow so you know that these are the ones you're giving me. 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many total avocados do I have now? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 avocados. So 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. And I want you to find another way of thinking about this. It's called the number line. I think this is a way to do it in my head. When I forget, if I don't have it memorized. So number line, I just write all the numbers in order, and I go high and up, just so all the numbers I'm using are kind of in it. So, you know, the first number is 0, which is nothing. Maybe you don't know, but now you know. And then you go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, keeps going, 11. So we're saying 3 plus 4. So let's start at 3. So I have 3 here. And we're going to add 4 more things. So all we do is we go up the number line, or we go to the right of the number line 4 more. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, so all we do is just increase it by 1, by 2, by 3, by 4, and then we end up with 7. And that was our answer. We can do a couple of different ones. We could say, let's ask what 8 plus 1 is. 8 plus 1. Well, you might already know that, plus 1 is just the next number. But if you look at the number line, you start at 8, and you add 1. 8 plus 1 is equal to 9. Let's do some harder problems. And just so you know, if you're a little daunted by this initially, you can always draw circles, you can always do the number line, and eventually over time, the more practice you do, you'll hopefully memorize this, and you'll do the problems like half. I promise you, you just gotta keep practicing. Let's say, I want to draw the number line again. Actually, I have a line to it, so I shouldn't give you all those ugly looking lines that I've been giving you. Look at that, it's amazing. Let me see. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so, that's a nice line. I would feel bad to erase it later on. So we draw a number line. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So let's do a hard problem. What is... I'm doing different colors now. 5 plus 6. So if you want, you can pause the video and try this. You might already know the answer. And the reason why I said this is a harder problem is because the answer has more numbers than figures. So you can't necessarily do it on your fingers. So let's get started with this problem. Using my phone screen. But I'm going to do it on the phone because you're more important. Okay, let's start with 5. So we start with 5. And we're going to add 6 to it. So we go 1, 2, 3, and 6 is equal to 11. Now I'm going to ask you a question. What is 6 plus 5? Well, you're not going to see that, can you? Can you switch the two numbers and get the same answer? Well, let's try that. I'm going to try it in a different color so we don't get all confused. So let's start at 6, right? Ignore the letter for now, and add 5 to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, we get to the same place. And you might want to try this with a bunch of problems, and you'll see that always works out. It doesn't matter what order you have. 5 plus 6 is the same thing as 6 plus 5. And that makes sense. If I have 5 avocados and you give me 6, I'm going to have 11. If I have 6 avocados and you give me 5, I'm going to have 11 either way. Let's do a couple. Since this is the blind, this is nice. I want to do a few more problems using it. Although as I use it, I'm sure I'll just continue to confuse you because I'll write too much on top of it. But let's see. I'll use white now. What is 8 plus 7? Well, if you can still read this, 8 is right here. Right? We're going to add 7 to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll go to 15. 8 plus 7 is 15. So hopefully that gives you a sense of how to do these types of problems. And one of them, I guess this and general multiplication a little bit, these types of problems are, when you're getting started off in mathematics, these kind of require the most practice, and to some degree you have to start memorizing them. But over time, when you look back on, I want you to remember how you feel while you're watching this video right now, and then I want you to watch this video in like 3 years, remember how you felt when you're watching it now, and you're going to be, oh my god, this was so easy, because you really learned so fast. So, anyway, I think you have an idea. If you don't know the answer to any of the addition problems that we give you in the exercises, you can press the hints and draw circles, and you can just count the circles. Or if you want to do it on your own to get the problem right, you can draw the circles, or you can draw a number line like we did in this presentation. I think you might be ready to tackle the addition problems.